G'day everybody, it's another episode, and I believe this would be our 10th episode of Civilization Discoveries with Will and Robin, and we're going to get straight into it today. So Robin, looks like you've come through the worst of it with your barbarian problem up here.
Yes, so I still have one more barbarian that I need to deal with. So I'm going to just get some of my other units, like my scout and builder, out of the way. I'm going to bring my slingers down.
Yep.
And my warriors down.
Now I've just realised something about your slingers. You have to move them now, but you'll be able to do it next turn. Now that you have discovered archery, you can upgrade your slingers into bowmen. Now,
excellent.
In order to do this, you have to have the gold, and they have to be in your territory. So both of your slingers are eligible for that, but you've just moved them, so it takes movement to do it. So we'll do it next in your next turn. We just need to remember to do that.
Okay.
All right, what else were you doing?
So I've got a barbarian scout, so I'm just going to attack that in the second city. Oh, that's not good. Oh, well, he's almost dead. And my builder and my scout are all there, so I think that is everything. My turn is done.
Okay, I'll just have a look and see what is happening down south here. I get to choose a production. It's time for me to build a settler. I need another city.
Another city.
Yep.
Good choice.
So I'm going to do that. So I've got my slinger up here, and the spearsmen have come out to play. So I'm going to use my spearsmen to fire at my slinger to fire at the spearsmen, and that's good. We've done some damage there, and my warrior is going to rest up. So hopefully that will be good. I may regret that decision in a moment, given I've now got a vulnerable slinger standing next to a powerful group of barbarian spearsmen.
Indeed.
Rightio.
Now, I just noticed as well, you've built a great bath.
Yes, I did that a while ago. So that was one of the earlier things that I did. Yeah.
It's been a while since we've played, I'm sorry.
That's right. I also have built the Hanging Gardens as well.
Right.
The famous wonder, the Hanging Gardens of Willville.
Okay.
Okay.
Willville. I like it. You've changed your name.
I did. So that's good. Now I'm going to end my turn. So let's just see what happens to my slingers now. Hopefully nothing tragic. Oh, here they go. Oh no! Oh my goodness! They've copped a bit of a hiding from the spearsmen, which is not good. Ouch. But what we can see here is that my slingers have a promotion available to them.
Excellent.
So I'm going to click on the promotion available tab, which has appeared among my options for my slinger, and open that up and see that I have the option to promote them in volley, which gives them a +1 ranged against land units, or garrison, which gives them a +10 combat strength when occupying an improvement or a defense district. They're far from home, so garrison's probably not helpful to me, so I'm going to give them volley. The added advantage of giving them volley or any improvement is that my slingers have healed. You can see they've gone from being half yellow to being almost completely green, which means that it will be an advantage to them should those spearsmen come after them again. Alright, I get to choose a research because I have just completed mining, which is good. And I think I'm going to follow your lead and go straight into bronze working as well.
Good choice.
Because I'm going to need some defensiveness. Okay. And so that appears to be everything that I can do this turn. So I'm going to hit the next turn button. and we'll come up to Robin and see what is happening in your world.
Right. Well, you can see that the barbarian has very foolishly sought to attack my two. Has moved into range of my two slingers.
Now, you remember when we had the Battle of the Wheat Fields earlier? Well, this will be known as the Battle of the Tea Gardens, I think. Because he's in that area of tea.
He is in the tea gardens.
Yep.
So I could upgrade, but this is just too good an opportunity to remove a defender. So I'm going to take one out.
Oh, yep.
Down goes one, and the other. And the barbarian is removed from my lands.
Yes. Yes, may the blood of the barbarians water the gardens of tea. That sounds horrible, doesn't it?
That sounds dreadful. I don't know why you would come up with something like that. Okay, so my long ship has been created, so I'm very excited about that. I'm moving him out of my city.
Oh, look at that.
I've got two. Look at that.
You've set
and I'm going to set sail to the south and see what I can see.
There's some very impressive looking longships there.
I like that.
I have to say, yes. Looks
I like
very
that
good.
a lot. Now I'm going to move my builder back towards my tea plantation, and I've got my scout, which I need to start exploring. And my warriors still need to move towards and deal with the threat down south. So
Yes.
I'm going to start moving my warriors that way. And this particular warrior that's injured next to my second city, I'm going to put to fortify until healed.
Yeah, and good.
I have a production, so I think I'm going to produce another long ship.
Good idea.
And I've got a production in my second city, which I could do another long ship, or... Ooh.
What does
What do
it
I
need?
need? I need a... that's a really good point. So probably I need to work out what the needs are. Food is doing all right. Oh, housing. I need to work on housing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to build a granary.
Good idea.
So working on a granary. And that's my turn.
Looks good. Okay, so we've now got movement down south for me. That spearsman attacked me again, but we managed to do okay, and he's come off looking fairly unwell.
That's...
So
You could potentially use your warrior to attack now and maybe gang up on those spearsmen.
I could. So when I highlight over, and this is the decisions that I make when I've got my spearsman here, and he's highlighted at the moment. When I mouse over the enemy, it then tells me all of the stats. So the spearsman has got -6 to its strength because it is damaged. So that gives it a total strength of 19. My slinger has -5 because it's damaged, but its base strength is 15, and it's got a +5 advantage to barbarians and a +5 volley promotion, which gives it a 20. So the slinger is going to be more effective and come out on top when it attacks and not take anywhere near as much damage. So I'm going to take that advantage because I don't take damage from being a slinger because I'm a ranged unit, and just reduce that spearsman just a little more so that it's dangerous for him to attack me. And like you've said, Robin, I now have a mostly like a half hurt warrior, but I'm going to bring him up so that and I could attack, and it's telling me that it's in my best interest to do that because my warrior comes in at strength 39, whereas the spearsman comes in at 16. So we're going to finish this now.
Oh, well done. Well done.
So that's given them some cause to think about, and there is nothing guarding that encampment down there now. So if I'm quick, I might be able to get that before something gets built. In fact, I'm going to rush my explorer straight across here to try and get there as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So that's it for me. What is happening up here for you, Robin?
So my scout has unveiled another barbarian warrior group, so I need to deal with that. But I'm going to take the opportunity at this point to upgrade my my slingers to archers. I'm going to do the same there.
Yep,
They cost
nice
30
setup.
gold each.
Good.
I've got another boat that's just come out, so that's really exciting.
Wow, you are pumping out these boats now. So what you'll notice if you open up your tech tree now, you'll see that you should have advanced along in shipbuilding, so that you've got the boost there for shipbuilding.
Yes, that's right. Shipbuilding. That's correct. And only will take 11 turns now, which is
right.
great.
So you've halved the distance there, which is good. So that's when that comes up now. That's much more worthwhile doing.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
So I've got a warrior that I need to start worrying about. So I'm going to start moving. So I'm going to start realigning some of my warriors so that I can start dealing with that threat. I'm going to move my scouts away from that. I'm going to move my ships. Wow, they can move far.
They can. Now, with the ships, you can actually click on them and set them to auto-explore if you want to, and they'll just go around the coastline, and you don't have to worry about them.
That's excellent. Thank you very much for
Now,
that.
they will stop doing that if they discover an enemy or something of interest.
Oh, look, they already found a little village.
They did find a little village on a nearby island.
That's great. Okay, I've got to choose a research. So I've got another research that I can do. Shipbuilding is still at 11. Writing, wheel, ironworks. Although I need to get it. This is where I get really confused. I don't know what I should do because there's too many choices.
So I always find that specialising is a good idea. So if you're thinking Viking theme shipbuilding, you want to build different kinds of ships, that might be your best option.
Okay, I will take that.
Yep.
And I can now also, in my main city, I can start building some other things. Now, we haven't talked about districts, have we?
No. Are you in a position to build a district?
It says where I can build an encampment. What's an encampment?
So encampments build units, stronger military units. Also, when you build walls later on in the game, the encampments get to attack with the same level as your walls do. So they can become very defensive. Units that are built with a city with an encampment start with one promotion level automatically, so that makes them tougher. And there are also an advantage of being able to build extra units. The other advantage with encampments is that you can normally only build or have one unit in a space, but encampments allow you to build new military units in both your central city square and the encampment square, which means that you can actually build 2 units in one turn. So that can be very handy later on, especially if you've got some gold, to be able to build your army very quickly.
Right. Now, as I look at my city, I notice that my amenities are -1 and my housing is 7 out of 8.
Ooh, geez.
So I'm in a bit of problem. So
Yes.
I need to work on amenities. Now, when I look at the city stats or city details, it says that my amenities, I need to improve luxury resources, which I do have an amber resource just next to my city.
The tea will also help you there. So you're about to deal with the tea.
Oh, okay. Yep, I'll do that now then.
Do that and see if that helps. Let's have a look. So can that builder build, or he's already moved this turn?
No, so I've already moved this turn,
Yep.
yes.
So
I've
he can
already
do that
moved.
next turn. Yep. All right. So next turn, you'll look at the tea,
Yes.
and that might fix your amenities problem.
But also, I think the encampment is certainly good, but I also have a housing shortage,
Yes.
which I need to deal with, and a Temple of Artemis gives me 3 housing.
Oh, good. Maybe you should look at that.
I think I might do that. So now, if I choose this temple, will it actually destroy the assets on the like all the food and all the production on the tile?
Yes. Yep. So it will actually take the place of the tile that's there.
Right.
So that's something you have to be careful of and aware of.
All right.
You have to build it next to an encampment. So could it be built on that mountain grass hills there on the coast?
Yes, it can. It can.
That might be your best option.
Okay.
Now, there is a danger with building a wonder of the world.
Yep.
If another civilization completes the wonder before you do, the wonder is lost to you. You'll be refunded some of the resources you put into it.
Okay.
But all of the time you've spent trying to build that will be lost.
All right. I will risk that. It's okay. I need the for the housing.
Yep.
Okay, that's my turn, and I am done.
Great. All right. So your traveller moves on. You can see that he's now moved close enough to the city to connect that up, which is good. Your trader has connected them up.
Yes.
And we have reached the end of the era.
Oh, no.
So
That's not good.
It's now asking me to make a dedication. Is it asking you to do the same thing?
It is,
So
but I didn't...
Let's
So
do
go
this
on.
together. So I have completed enough era points to enter into a golden age for my civilization. My civilization
Congratulations.
has reached a golden age. And so it tells me that the world has entered the classical era and that the Egyptians are in a golden age, which is really exciting.
Well done to the Egyptians.
So I'm going to continue with this. It tells me that each of my citizens exerts extra loyalty and extra pressure, which makes much more of a distance later in the game. At the moment, we're not really worried about loyalty too much. Our people are loyal and we're not interacting with other places in the same way. Okay, so I'm going to continue with that. Now, because I've entered a golden age, I can make one dedication. And I'm going to actually choose to go with monumentality. A monument, I get +2 movement for all builders. I may purchase civilian units with faith, and builders and settlers are 30% cheaper to purchase with both faith and gold. So that's really awesome for my people in their golden age. Talk us through your age. How has it turned out for you, Robin?
So my age has gone to normal.
Oh, you made it out of the Dark Ages.
Which I'm really surprised about, because I was sure I was going to make it into the Dark Age. So I'm very thankful that I'm in normal. Same loyalty, plus 1 loyalty pressure, and I can make a dedication as well. So free inquiry, pen and brush and voice, Exodus of the Evangelists. I really have no idea what I should be doing here.
So Evangelist is about faith. So you'll see
Yeah.
that in this game, most of the choices are actually set about what kinds of different trees you're following. So if you're looking at faith, then that will have an impact.
So I've got 4 choices in front of me for my dedication. One that is around science, the other ones are around great work, the other one's the one that Will chose, and the other one's around faith and religion. I'm going to choose monumentality as well, because the other 3 are not particularly helpful. I get to choose the civic now.
Yep.
So I'm going to choose games and recreation. I don't know why. Sounds good. It's got a recommendation to do that.
Games and recreation is really good for building amenities. It allows you to build buildings inside that area, which are things like the arena and others, which actually improve their people's happiness. So you can build amenities with a recreation
Very good.
Area.
And now I can also choose a governor to point to my second city, and I'm going to choose the financier because I think I need some money, and I'm going to appoint this person to my second city, and so I'm excited about that.
Salzburg.
Now I can move my units, so I'm moving my archers. My builder is going to build a plantation because I need to get moving my warriors.
Now, did that tea plantation fix your amenities problem in Nidoros?
It brought it to 0.
Yes.
It was at -1, so that's fantastic. So I'm really delighted about that. And my ships are on auto. If you look over to where my ships are, you'll actually see that we've discovered some new city-states.
Oh my goodness, yep. A pair of city-states, with the city-state of Kandy and the city-state of Muscat. Potential trading partners for you in the north.
Fantastic.
That is really, really good. There's lots for us to think about in our next episode.
Absolutely. Oh, and just so you know, before we finish up,
Yep.
My scout to the east of Niederosser found another barbarian encampment. So I'm going to deal with another barbarian next time.
That's good. So there's no shortage of excitement as we continue to discover, seek out new life and new civilizations, boldly going where no one has gone before. I think
Indeed.
That sounds really good. I should use that.
Somewhere, yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thanks again, Robin, for hanging out with me and playing this. It's been another exciting episode 10 into double figures now, and we look forward to catching up again next time for more civilization discoveries.
Thanks for having me on your show as always, and thanks to all our viewers for watching. See you next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Your subscriptions are really important to us, and tell your friends as well. If you're not into Civ, that's okay. We have Game of Phones. We've got JC RPG. Be exploring, because we're also open to. Well, I'm also open to suggestion there. All right, thanks everybody. I'll catch you later on.
Bye, everyone.